Hello friends, in this video we'll talk about urea cycle. So what we will try to identify: introduction, the urea cycle, CPS 1 and 2 difference with the applied aspect. Now, what is this urea cycle? So it is a method to detoxify excess ammonia in the body. So what is the goal of urea cycle is we have to remove the excess ammonia from the body. It occurs in the liver, okay, and enzymes will be partially in the mitochondria and partially in the cytosol. This is to show you the urea cycle. Very important. Just remember, first step, ammonia and carbon dioxide combine together by CPS1, carbamyl phosphate synthase 1, okay, ATP to ADP. So two ATPs will be formed, we'll get carbamyl phosphate. Now carbamyl phosphate combines with ornithine by ornithine transcarbamylase to form citrulline. Then citrulline on argininosuccinic acid synthase, ATP to AMP, there is removal of the water, aspartate comes into the cycle, we'll get argininosuccinic acid or simply argininosuccinate. Anything is correct. Okay. Now argininosuccinate, on argininosuccinase, there is a release of fumarate. Now this fumarate enters TCA cycle. I'll explain to you in a short while what is the link. Okay. So there is a release of the fumarate, we'll get arginine. So I'll tell you one thing at this juncture. You can write the enzyme as argininosuccinase or argininosuccinate lyase. Any one of the abbreviations will be right. Okay. So it is cleaving basically into arginine and fumarate. Arginine is continuing uninterrupted. Fumarate is kicked out from this cycle. I mean to say it is released out from the urea cycle. So we are getting the arginine. Now arginine on arginase, water to urea, will get ornithine back. So the cycle continues repeatedly. Okay. Now I'll tell you what is the link with the TCA cycle. Simple. Fumarate is releasing which step? Argininosuccinate to arginine. There is a release of the fumarate. Now the fumarate is entering the TCA cycle. It is going to form malate by fumarase enzyme. There is dehydration, then malate on MDH forming oxaloacetate. We cannot keep oxaloacetate forever in the TCA cycle. So we have to remove this oxaloacetate once again through MDH. That is malate dehydrogenase complex. Okay. And then that there is a shuttle mechanism which happens there, that is the malate aspartate shuttle. Okay. So this is the link with the TCA cycle. Now this is very important, CPS 1 and 2. Please remember this difference. In exam it will be asked. So let us see with the differences of CPS 1 and 2. First we will see in 5 important aspects. Where are the enzymes, which pathway, any cofactor, what is the nitrogen donor and any inhibitors. What is the site, where is it happening? I told you CPS1, mitochondria. If it is cytosol, CPS2. Okay. CPS1 is for urea. We have already discussed. CPS2 is for pyrimidine metabolism. Then any cofactor, yes, NAG. What is NAG? N-acetyl glutamate, the first step. Okay. CPS2 has no cofactor, remember that. Nitrogen source, ammonia for CPS1. Why am I saying ammonia? Go back to the cycle. Right, see now, ammonia and carbon dioxide is forming carbamyl phosphate. So ammonia is the source. Right. CPS2 is glutamine. Remember, glutamine is a very good source to remove out ammonia. We will see that in acid-base balance. Okay. Then inhibitors, nothing for CPS1, CTP. CTP is for the CPS2. Now applied aspect. So we'll see hyperammonemia type 1 and 2, hyperornithinemia, citrullinemia, argininosuccinic aciduria, and hyperargininemia. So hyperammonemia type 1, enzyme defect is CPS1. Clinical manifestations. So ammonia is more in the blood. Okay. Remember, all these are autosomal recessive. Mental retardation will be common. Okay. Here ammonia is more in the blood. Let us see with type 2 OTC, ornithine transcarbamylase. What was it catalyzing? Go back to the urea cycle and observe that step. Okay. Right. So there is again more ammonia in the blood, apart from the blood, in the CSF and in the urine also. Okay. So there might be formation of the orotic aciduria. Okay. Right. So let us see with now hyperornithinemia. So there is more ornithine in the blood, defective ornithine transport protein. Right. So from the mitochondria, it's going to the cytosol. That one. Okay. And in this important one here is the triplet syndrome or the 3H syndrome. What is the triplet syndrome? Hyperornithinemia, hyperammonemia, and homocitrullinuria. Very important triplet syndrome. Then citrullinemia, enzyme defect argininosuccinate synthase or argininosuccinic acid synthase. Okay. So there is more citrulline and obviously ammonia will be more in the blood. Okay. Then argininosuccinic aciduria, defect is the argininosuccinase enzyme. So argininosuccinic acid is more in the urine and the blood also. Then hyperargininemia, arginase is deficient. Okay. So there is more arginine in the blood. Okay. So this is the thing. References from where the images were taken. That brings us to end of the video. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.